What's going on, guys? There you go. See, I did the clap just like you guys wanted. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. I know I have bedhead. I could not wait to get some time to make a quick video. Aspen's watching her show Peppa Pig right now, and Asher is asleep for the time being, so everybody's in a good mood. So let's go ahead and knock this out, guys. I went and bought another collection, okay? The first auction did pretty well. It allowed me to keep this Magikarp, and I'll probably not be able to keep track of how many auctions I've done since I started getting back into really doing big auctions, but it allowed me to keep this Magikarp for free. Okay, then the second one, and I also broke even on that auction. I broke even on the number that I got back from the cash that I spent, but I also got to keep the Magikarp. So technically the Magikarp is my profit at like 230, whatever that's going for raw. The next lot I did, that one just sold. I just shipped it out. I ended up losing $13 on what I spent cash. I spent $300 cash, and after $330 fees, I ended up with $287. So I lost $13 on the second auction that I did, but I got to keep a Neo Discovery Umbreon out of that lot, which is valued a lot more than $13. So that was awesome. And then on top, this lot now, I've spent even less than the other two lots. I spent $200 on 62 cards. And I did take a couple of these out of the lot, so I'm gonna go over that as well. I also ended up swapping in like 15 other just kind of like bulk cards just to beef up the listing a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, I'm not really satisfied with how the last listings went. Someone did reach out to me, Local Collectibles. You can find him on Instagram, eBay. Really great seller. Gave me some tips, some insight, and was saying, you know, you're still relatively small seller, so that's going to take time. But also your item specifics, he said. Your item specifics. So he was, you know, telling me the search terms, and I think, you know, filling in the specifics, I probably could have filled in the set lists. I did put them in the description, but probably would have been better to put them in the specifics on eBay so it was easier for people to search. I don't really care. As long as I'm not losing money and I'm like having fun and it's allowing me to collect sustainably, that's what this is all really about. So, and also, guys, stop looking at my head. I know I have bedhead, okay? Okay, in this lot, we have a huge lot. And I'm going to show you guys that lot in a second. We're going to go into a POV, but mainly we've got this Terrapagos EX. This guy is pretty hot right now, and this one's really, really well centered. So I do think that this one is going to command a premium for the auction. One thing that I love about these Stellar Crown cards is that colored border. I didn't really realize that about them until recently, that they had that really crazy epic colored border. And for that reason, I do think that the Stellar Crown cards, even though I don't really care for them, I do think a lot of the SIRs are going to explode in value. That's a really unique thing it has going for it that we've never seen in the English TCG. And this Terrapagos, specifically with all of these stones. And you know what? For that reason, I might have to change my opinion on the Terra Crowned Evolution set coming, Prismatic Evolutions. That set is going to go crazy, and honestly, people are going to find beauty in these cards no matter what. So while I'm still not really a fan of that artwork style, I think the artwork itself is great, but I just don't care for the Terra Crowns on top of the Pokemon. That's what I've been saying. I will continue saying it. I think it takes away from the actual aesthetic of the Pokemon themselves. But anyways, got some new tips and tricks. I'm excited for the auction that we have up right now. All of these cards are up besides these ones, which we will also go over in the video that I'm about to clip you guys in on. Okay, Orion, stop talking. Clip to the video. What's going on, guys? So I thought that this would be a little bit different of a video where I could show you guys all the cards that I just picked up recently for 200 bucks. But I also wanted to have kind of my childhood in a nutshell right here. I could put some Yu-Gi-Oh cards out, but I don't really need to do that. I think it's already kind of set. These are actual toys that I had. That was a birthday. My sister did a painting for me, and it has a Jordan because I was really into Jordans. This was an old drawing that I did. I was really young, and I was definitely into Pokemon. The only thing I didn't have were these packs. I actually opened these recently. We did not, when I was a kid, you could not find those anywhere. Like, my mom brought me home Yu-Gi-Oh packs from Blockbuster, at least like 1 or 2 packs once a week. If they were going out for work or date night or something like that, they would bring home some packs. Then this was a birthday that I had. So I was really into TCG. I was into Transformers. I was into video games, Halo, Call of Duty. Call of Duty I'm still playing religiously now. But I also have my original Game Boy over here. Now this one's a modded one just because it has the LCD display. I wanted you guys to be able to actually see that in the background of the video. Now, I will say this is a little louder than I'd want. So let's just turn that down. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now, this is the original stack right here. This is the original stack right here that I bought for 180. I keep saying 200, but it was 180. I actually ended up saying, you know what? 180 is the best I can do. And I ended up still getting it. And I think 180 was an insane deal for this many cards. The original total was 62 cards. I'm going to try and keep it to focus in on that, guys. Damn, that's still really loud. Okay. All right. Perfect. And then I threw in this extra little lot of cards. Oh, and this horsey was an original toy that I had as a kid that my mom, not too long ago, found. Pretty cool. I need to take care of this stuff because this stuff is my childhood. Even though it's probably not worth anything, a lot of this stuff kind of has molded me, you know, and I grew up as an adult and TCG wasn't a priority anymore. Going to college, getting a job, making money, talking to girls, all that good stuff. Anyways, this is just something that I was thinking, if you guys like it, this is a background that I could keep, you know, and I could put this anywhere, just put these things in a box and just put them as a background, just to bring back that nostalgia and that childhood memory for anybody that had this stuff and can share the love. Okay, but here we go. I'm about to say $200 stack again, $180 stack of cards. All right, so we're going to start off with the bangers, okay? So I'm keeping this Eevee. It's really nice. It has some slight edge silvering at the top, but the centering is decent. Yeah, it's a little thin on the sides, but I think with this card being really hype, and I think it's going to pull a Magikarp, so I'm definitely going to hold on to this one and get it graded regardless. I think this would be a good one to have in the collection. We have little scruffball dogs. We have 2 Maltese and a Pitbull. These guys remind me a lot of our Maltese. So, yeah, I just really like this one. It's a really cool artwork. The way they're all just chilling on the couch. This is pretty much how ours are. They just kind of plop wherever they want to, like act like they own the place. But yeah, this is a super cute card, and I think this will be a timeless card, and I can't wait to get this one graded, regardless what it grades. I gotta keep these together so it'll stay focused. But yeah, this is probably my favorite card out of the lot. This is funny because it's not really like me to go for derpy cards, but a lot of the cards that I took out of this lot are super derpy. This Lickitung is going to 10. Guys, this thing is going to 10. If this doesn't 10, I just don't know what I'm doing, because this card looks like it's a perfect 10. The borders are good. The centering is good. I like pink. I've said this before. I really like the pink Pokemon. I don't know what's wrong with me in that respect, but like Chansey, not a big fan of Clefairy, honestly, but Lickitung is sick. Tinkaton is sick. Okay, but yeah, here's the, I'm going to show you guys also the backs too. All right. Here's the Eevee, here's the back. Super, super stupid clean. And like a lot of the cards from the shop are really, really clean. So, and granted, a lot of people might think, well, how could I replicate what he does? Shop a ton with one of your local shops. Shop thousands of dollars with a local shop until a point where they're seeing you every single other day, every week. Build that relationship. Network too with other sellers, you know, across the world, across the country, but build that reputation with your local shop and they will start to hook it up. I can't guarantee they're ever going to hook it up like I'm getting hooked up on these cards, but they know that this is a thing that I'm trying to do and I want to make this a niche. And my niche now is about to become doing auction lots. And I know lots don't do as well, but I still want to continue doing it. And I'm okay if people get crazy good deals, and I hope they grade some of these and get 10s and win, because I want people to win on top of buying from me and supporting me. All right, so hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright from having the Game Boy in the background. Oh, that's a sick epic showdown. Yeah, let's just watch Torchic and Mudkip kick ass. Good times. Okay, back to the cards. All right, we got this Pikachu promo. This was in one of those boxes that had the Surging Sparks packs, if I remember properly. But yeah, this is beautiful. This card is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what was on it just now, but I really, really like this card. I also like the Paldea Evolved promos. Those are really nice too, but I just never found one that was like well-centered, that was perfect. I didn't find one that was perfect. So, eventually I'm sure I'll find one, or I'll just buy some Paldea Evolved ETBs at some point to get that promo again. But this one is just as nice, and this one's really well centered. Perfect back. I didn't really feel like I needed this card, but I feel like it was a slam dunk. All right, there you go. Pink Pokemon, Tickaton, our Sour Patch Hammerhead. Dude, this thing is sick. So sick. Centering is really good. Back looks really good. Like that one. That one's a win. Then we got, last but not least, Squirtle. Now, this one's not the best centering, but the last one I had more back edge wear. This one is stupid clean, so I'm like, I know it's not well centered, but if they just see how clean this card is, they're gonna 10 it. And this would be an epic card to have with like a light blue graded guard. That one's gonna be sick. So what I took out of the collection, let me just recap for you guys. Squirtle, this guy, just the raw value, 50, or let's say 40. 40 for Squirtle, 10 for Tinkaton, let's say. I'm going to say 5 for Pikachu. So 55. I'm going to say 5 for Lickitung because it's such good condition. 60. And then we know Eevee's like 80 right now, but let's just call it 60. At the very least, raw, I'm pulling out like $120 worth of raw nice cards out of this lot, and I'm collecting them 100% free. Now, granted, I still have to break even on this lot, but guys, every auction I've done has exceeded $300, never gone below, and this has more cards than I've ever had in any of these auctions. Now, this has less SIRs. This has more illustration rares and full arts, but a lot of them are very grade worthy, so I think this lot has potential to do better. I'm gaining more followers on eBay. So anyways, let's get started on what is included in this lot. Terrapagos EX, which this card's really, really hot right now. Really sick. If you can get a 10, it is money. And this thing is super well centered. It does have some silvering, but a lot of people are saying that is not something that will dock it from a 10. Really, really nice clean back. So as long as they won't dock it for having silvering, this thing right here is the crown jewel, all puns intended, to this auction, right? You can see some silvering right here. If this thing 10s though, because the centering is so good, or if someone just wants to consider it that and they basically bid higher on it, this auction could go nuts. Anyways, this thing should make up at least, even raw, this thing should make up at least half of the value of the auction, like $60 to $80, which is a big chunk of what I need to get back. So this thing is gonna hold it down, hopefully. Now the Palkia, okay, so technically I did not get all of those illustrations for free. So let's say I got $80 of cards for free or $90 of cards for free, because I said 120. This Palkia is worth about $30. I think it's worth like 50, maybe 60 and a 10. This one is going to be a 10. Anyone that says it's not going to be a 10 doesn't know what they're talking about. The centering is almost perfect. You might say it's a little off on one side, but it's almost freaking perfect. And the back is 100% perfect. So, and really well centered. So I'm pretty sure you've got a 10 worthy Palkia for sure. You've got a maybe Terrapagos. This one I did swap in. I pulled this card myself and I already had it in my Astral Radiance binder. So that was an easy thing to swap in. And I might do that in the future. Just like cards that I want, I can take out and then just swap in something else that I have duplicates of. Spidops EX, really nicely centered, like no wear at all on this card. I do think this one would 10 as well. I probably should have taken this out to send this off for grading. And as much as I like appreciate all of the newer artworks, I just don't care for Spidops as a Pokemon. Sorry, Spidops, you're just not for me. But really cool card, would look awesome with a green graded guard, and I think I'll end up regretting letting this one go just because it would look really good with a graded guard. But not everything is about like having it in displays and graded guards and color coordinating. Like, I'm not going to do all that. My boy Johto Jake is already doing that. He's got like every single like SIR and IR graded in like 10s. Like, he's going crazy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to flip everything. And yeah, he's big going into full-on modern and completing that all. For me, I want to finish, and I say Johto Jake because he just started his channel. He just dropped a huge vid grading some first edition Charizards, so I'm trying to show him some love. But I say that because he's been a good friend of mine, and we've been talking for a while, and he finally started a channel, and I think it's long overdue because his photo editing skills are crazy. His thumbnail building skills are awesome. Revavroom EX, SIR, nice. Not much to say about this. Like, not one of my favorites, but Poppy, this one's really cool. I like how it features the Pokemon in it mostly. There really is a lot of emphasis on the Pokemon in this card, and that's why I like it. And Obsidian Flames is being called the sleeper set. So if it's a sleeper set, then this SIR should see some love. Okay, this Zeraora from Stellar Crown is sick, honestly. This thing is fire. And I'm going to lower this just a little bit more. Okay. All right, we got our Zeraora here from Stellar Crown. It's not focusing in. All right. Absolutely insane card. Insane, really well centered, almost no wear. This one I also think will help carry this auction. And even if you're only going for a couple cards, all my auctions have given people good deals on cards so far, like stupid deals. And I that's probably my own fault with like listing errors or not putting in enough specifics, but I don't care. People are getting good deals. That's all good. Sinistra EX, Twilight Masquerade is this one. Don't really care for him. Rare Candy, the Scarlet Violet base, hyper rare, awesome. I used so many rare candies in the game. This is awesome. Janine's Secret art. So we got some full art, Shrouded Fable, Twilight Masquerade, Mad Cargo EX, Metacham EX, Larvitar illustration. This one goes ham. I really like this one. I really would have liked to keep this one, but I did not feel like with the bottom being so thin, I felt like that was the thing that was no matter what, they were going to dock it. And I could have still got it graded, but I also just could put this in a binder. This is Obsidian Flames. Really, this would have been good to keep and put in my binder, but everything must go. Other than the stuff that I really, really had to have. Rhyme. I remember battling Rhyme on Switch, playing Scarlet Violet. Okay. Erica's Invitation. Here we got like a little $5 to $8 card. Really, really good condition. Super clean. Pokemon 151. Wugtrio, Paldean Fates, Corridon. And it's really cool to see all of these cards. This Corridon EX is fire. Paldean Fates. Really love the teal color on that. I love Corridon too. I'm surprised I didn't keep this one. We've got the Knackley illustration. The art is phenomenal. Pokemon, not for me. I really like this full art, really wanted to get this one graded, but ended up selling it or putting it up for auction. But this is another one that I came into. So I really like these Scizor EX from Temporal Forces. I feel like I could just stack up a ton of these because this card pops off so hard. I love this card. Beautiful. One of my favorite full arts this year, honestly. Houndour. Really wanted to keep this Houndour. It has, in my opinion, it just has a little bit too much. Damn, it's really having a hard time focusing. It has too much silvering, in my opinion. The centering is really good, but it has too much silvering. Y'all probably can't see it. And it's probably not enough reason to want to get rid of it, but because I have the Houndoom, but it's already in the auction, so I have to let it go. Hopefully we find another one. The chances are slim, considering it's Obsidian Flames, and like you're not finding Obsidian Flames anywhere anymore. But yeah, this is an absolute beautiful card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in Obsidian Flames too. We've got some great cards in Obsidian Flames too. We've kind of forgotten about the whole Pidgey line, Houndour, The Charmander promo, which I really wish I had now. I had so many of those and sold them all off. I had so many good promos, so many promos that didn't have to let go, but I did, and I should have gotten them graded. We got a Rookidee from Paldea Evolved. That's a great set. Heroes Metal from Vivid Voltage. Hyper rare from Vivid Voltage. And it's got perfect centering. And it's got literally no wear on the back. If you like gold like me, it's honestly, I'm surprised that I don't get the gold cards graded just because I do like gold and I do wear a little bit of jewelry. But anyways, Clavel. We got Chatot. Speaking of, I just found this Instagram profile that I believe deserves clout. It's like Catchem collectibles. There's so many different like Catchem collectibles, but this guy basically just does these like reels that are hilarious. And one of them was like, if I was buying cards as a jeweler. I just thought that was really funny. I just thought that was really hilarious. And like all of his things, it's like about what vendors really think. Like if we acted how we really think, like he's got some hilarious Instagram like reel videos, good stuff. Anyways, chat out. We got this awesome chat out. This thing is absolutely stunning with that blue in the background. Temporal Forces, man. Some of these cards I really, really wanted to keep, and I will regret letting these go because, guys, these are going to go up. This market is apparently the new norm. A lot of stuff is going to go up. Diancie, Crown Zenith, Salvatore, is that Temporal Forces? Yeah, Temporal Forces, Salvatore. I didn't put much value on the full art, so I'm not worried about those. Excadrill. This is a really cool looking one. Temporal Forces. A lot of Temporal Forces. Probopass, Twilight Masquerade. Good stuff. Twilight Masquerade's a 6 set. Not really a fan of that Probopass. Cool artwork, though. Slither Wing. Paradox Rift. We haven't seen a lot of Paradox Rift yet. Wordier, Astral Radiance, Trainer Gallery, so a little older with that yellow border. Palmy, Paldean Fates, very cute. Quaxwell, I did want to keep this one, but it was just a little too off-center for my taste, but I did want to keep this one to get it graded. Paldea Evolved, I think this would look really good in a blue graded card. This card would look sick. Paldean Student, Paldean Fates, Superior Energy, Retrieval, Focus, Paldea Evolved, Hyper, Mightyena, Astral Radiance. This card is sick. I always thought this card was sick. Ice-Q EX, Obsidian Flames EX card. Another Obsidian Flames EX card, the Tyranitar EX. When Obsidian Flames first came out, this card was actually like $18. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what it's at now, but still a sick card. I hate the crown. This card would have been so much better without a crown. Gita, Obsidian Flames, again, awesome full art. Not putting a lot of value on those just because I don't think the market puts a lot of value on them, even if they're gradable. And that's why full arts are kind of a play. If you're looking for budget plays, full arts are the kind of the move. The problem is your grading cost in trying to get those graded. If you're going to put $15 on a $2 card, you better hope that gets a 10. Because after your shipping, you're getting destroyed. We got Temporal, sorry guys, Twilight Masquerade. I can't even see what that is. And my phone just will not. Twilight Masquerade. That's Twilight Masquerade. I can't see. Screamtail, Volo, Crown Zenith, Faulkner, Paldea Evolved, Turtonator. This one's actually pretty cool, the Turtonator. I really like him. This would look cool with a red graded guard. Trying to get that to focus in. And this is Stellar Crown. My legs are freaking falling asleep right now. Ting Lu, Paldea Evolved, Hyper, Enamorous. I hate this card. Twilight Masquerade. Clive, Paldean Fates. If you like Enamorous, I'm sorry. Tell me why. Arbok, I threw in there. Arbok is a 151 EX that I actually just tossed in there with a couple other cards I'm going to show you guys. Fuecoco, Paldea Evolved. Love this one. Did want to get it graded. Border's a little too slim. Mabastiff, Scarlet Violet, Poltergeist, Twilight Masquerade, Clara, Zapromo, Palafin. This is kind of a big one. Obsidian Flames, Palafin. People really like this Palafin, so that would help out. Watchroll is Twilight Masquerade. I'm guessing, yeah, Watchroll is Twilight Masquerade. Mudsdale, Temporal Forces. A lot of Temporal, a lot of Twilight Masquerade. Paldean Student, Paldean Fates, Full Art, Clodsire EX, Paldea Evolved, Full Art, another Full Art Obsidian Flames, I believe, and then a Vespiquen Obsidian Flames. This one's actually sick. Let's see if it'll focus in on the Vespiquen. Why is it having such a hard time focusing? There we go. Beauty. Okay. It's funny because when I watch these videos back, everything really flows well together, but in the moment, I'm like, why is the camera not doing what I want? Okay, so I added these in to help make up for some of the value because I knew that this auction would have done far better. Like 200 would have been a great price point. I'm struggling to get this freaking, I have to use my freaking birthday card to get this off the floor, guys. Why is it so hard to get off the freaking floor? Oh my God. That was just embarrassing, but we're gonna leave that in so you guys can get some humor out of it. Okay. Come back, birthday card. Come back. Okay. Okay. Arbok EX. Also, for anybody that sees this is from my childhood, okay? I did not recently get a birthday card that had Scribble on it. I hope you guys can figure that out. Okay. Anyways, Arbok EX I threw in there. That was just an extra. Iron Thorns EX. That was just an extra. Ogerpon EX that came from the box. Sylveon EX pulled. That came from a box. Palossand EX I pulled. Amulet I pulled. Necro I pulled from Battle Styles. Luxray EX. And then this was a reverse from Obsidian Flames bulk that I let go of. But I really like this reverse Umbreon, so I tossed that in there. Pikachu V. That was from a box, the collection box. This I pulled, but I already had. And then this really nice minty vintage Pikachu I just thought I would throw in there just to see what happened. Just because I have so many of these too. And that's the other thing. These are a stack of Pikachus right here. And I was thinking it would be really fun. I love Pikachu. Why not just grade a bunch of base set Pikachus, see what happens? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. For $180, I think I crushed it on that whole bunch. Even without the ones that I took out, I think I still crushed it. I think I still will make a little bit on this one. Who knows? I might even make like 80, 100 bucks. We'll see. So I'll let you guys know how that auction goes. Anyways, thank you guys for the support. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this little setup for me showing you lots that I'm going to pick up. Anyways, peace.